I think most BeamNG players would love to see Jaguar cars come to the game, and the modding community is about to deliver us not one, not two, but 3 lore-friendly Jaguar mods. They are the Walmsley CD.S, the Stirling S6, and the Gill-Rowe Kingsway. Despite all 3 cars being based on classic, real-world Jaguars, they don't share the same brand name. This may be inevitable, given that they're being developed by 3 separate modders independently of each other, but will it cause confusion in the community? This video is your inside look into all 3 lore-friendly Jaguars coming to BeamNG, with exclusive pictures and info from the mod developers themselves. The first lore-friendly Jaguar mod is the Walmsley CD.S by Swag. This is going to be a free mod coming on the BeamNG repo. It is still early in development, but it looks very promising. It's based on the 1999 to 2008 Jaguar S-Type. That car was designed to be a retro throwback to the 1960s Jaguar S-Type. The CD.S is a luxury saloon powered by V6 and V8 engines, and it's rear-wheel drive. So the Walmsley brand is a nod to the co-founder of Jaguar, William Walmsley. The Walmsley logo features a horse instead of a big cat, and Walmsley's founding year of 1931 is on there. The emblem is in a similar style to the logo featured on the Jaguar S-Type and other models. I really think the logo looks great. And Walmsley was actually owned by Bruckle when the CD.S was produced between 2000 and 2008. Bruckle are BeamNG's modern American car manufacturer. They make the Bastion, and this is a reference to the fact that the real-life Jaguar company was owned by Ford from 1989 to 2008. Therefore, the CD.S is going to share its platform and engines with Bruckle sedans. If you're wondering what CD.S stands for, it stands for Circuit Dancer Sport. That's definitely an interesting name. Next up, it's the Stirling S6 and the S12. This is an upcoming mod by LJ74. It's going to be a paid mod, but there will be a free demo on the repo, consisting of 1, maybe 2 configs as a teaser for the full mod. You may have guessed, this is inspired by the Jaguar E-Type, which was built between 1961 and 1974. It also has inspiration from other brands such as the Aston Martin DB5 and the Toyota 2000 GT. Like the Jaguar E-Type, it started with a straight 6 engine and gained a V12 variant towards the end of its lifespan. The mod will have 4 body styles: a coupe, a convertible, a 2+2, and a gull wing. What about the lore? Well, the Stirling S6 uses technology developed for racing. In real life, Jaguar used its D-Type race car as a basis for the E-Type. LJ's original inspiration for Stirling, that's Stirling with an E, was based on the character Stirling from Cars 3, the movie. However, Rover actually used the name Stirling to sell their cars in America, so LJ replaced the E with an I. And then LJ noticed there's a British bomber aircraft called the Short Stirling, so Stirling is named after a plane. All of LJ's mods have been top quality, really pushing the boundaries of BeamNG modding. It's great to have an E-Type Jag coming to BeamNG. This was definitely on my dream list of future BeamNG mods. The third Jaguar-inspired car is the Gill-Rowe Kingsway. This mod by S Santo SZ is a fully scratch-made car mod across 2 generations. It's based on the Jaguar XK120 for the Kingsway Series 1 and the Jaguar XK140 for the Kingsway Series 2. In their day, these sports cars were technological marvels. The XK120 was the fastest car in the world when it debuted in 1948, achieving 120 miles per hour. So the Series 1 Kingsway will be a 3.5 litre inline 6, and the Series 2 will have a higher displacement inline 6 of 3.7 litres. There's 3 body styles: an open top speedster, a fixed head coupe and a drop head coupe. This mod is also paid, but there will be a free demo version. Dating back to 1948, this will be one of the oldest fictional cars for BeamNG when it's released. Only the Gavril Fanta, a now outdated 1930s race car, comes to mind for anything older. What's the lore behind Gill-Rowe? Well, it was founded by two individuals, just like Jaguar. S. Zanto chose two British surnames randomly from a dictionary. They are individuals called Gill, who managed the engineering side of the business, and Rowe, a wealthy businessman who presumably ran the administrative side of the business. Jaguar was originally called SS Cars, and the Gill-Rowe logo looks quite similar to the original SS Cars emblem. But because Rowe was apparently a keen fisherman, the Series 2 model will actually feature a fish-shaped hood ornament, parodying the Jaguar ornament seen on many classic Jaguars. This is probably the most developed mod out of the three we've seen today, but as with all the other mods, I have not been provided with a potential release date. So there are three different brands based on Jaguar, but does that matter? We have seen completely separate vehicle mods based on the same real-world brands, but with differing fictional manufacturers. It is odd to see three new brands for BeamNG based on the same real company come along at the same time. It's nothing short of miraculous, really. The good news is all three modders have been speaking to each other, and they've coordinated their efforts to prevent any overlap and create distinctive entities I believe we will all come to recognize and love in the BeamNG community. S. Zanto told me they have discussed with Docro and LJ that the brands will be going in quite different directions. However, they do recognize that they should pay attention on each other to prevent any overlap between the brands. Docro Swag told me it's good to have diversity with all three brands. And LJ told me that because in real life you have tons of competing brands with their own identities and design language, it would be cool to have that in BeamNG. And that they're all Jaguars, but it opens doors for future cars. LJ told me that Stirling may branch out to create different styles of passenger cars based on British car manufacturers like Morris, Austin, and Mini. Mods we've rarely seen in BeamNG. I can only think of the Doyler Beagle. That's a mod based on the Austin 1800. As usual, I'll be covering all these mods in detail when they release. Make sure you've subscribed and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my BeamNG mod reviews. I've linked the discussion threads for all three of these Jaguars in the description below. They're on the official BeamNG Discord. Make sure you've joined that first before clicking the links. Big thanks to the mod creators featured in this video. Without their help, this video wouldn't have been possible. I'd love to know what you think about these upcoming lore-friendly Jaguar mods. Do you think having three Jaguar-inspired brands at once will be an issue? Let me know in the comments down below. If you'd like to hear about some more upcoming BeamNG mods, click the video on screen right now. But that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.